Down in the American South and across tropical climates, people refer to them as palmetto bugs. In reality, that's a regional nickname for large species of cockroaches, primarily the American and smoky brown varieties. In their natural state, they prefer to stay hidden in dark outdoor environments, thriving inside hollow trees, damp flower beds, and heavy layers of mulch. Unlike the smaller German cockroaches that actively infest indoor kitchens, palmetto bugs are what biologists call peridomestic. This means they are outdoor scavengers that prefer to live, eat, and breed entirely outside the home. They only cross the threshold into human living spaces when their natural habitat becomes unlivable. Extreme summer heat, a sudden drop in temperature, or heavy rains will flood them out of the mulch and force a migration inside your home in search of temporary shelter and water. Once they cross that threshold, a homeowner's first reaction is usually to grab a can of bug spray. But chasing bugs down hallways to spray them one by one is a losing game. It is a highly reactive approach that only addresses the few stragglers that manage to slip inside, completely ignoring the active migration happening just outside your walls. To actually stop an infestation, you have to build a perimeter barrier outside, and the most effective way to do that is to exploit the bug's own biological instincts and turn those hardwired behaviors against it. Before we break down the exact recipe for this outdoor defense, take a second to hit the like and subscribe buttons below, and drop a comment telling me about your absolute worst bug encounter. Successful pest control doesn't require frantic midnight extermination runs. It requires anticipating exactly how an insect will behave and placing an invisible barrier in its path long before it ever reaches your front door. The core of this perimeter defense is a cheap, homemade dry powder bait. You create it by combining exactly equal parts of borax, or boric acid, found in the laundry aisle, and powdered sugar. The preparation process requires absolute precision. You place the two ingredients into a dedicated bowl or Ziploc bag and stir vigorously for 2 to 3 minutes until those two separate powders become a single, uniform, fine white dust. This split-screen diagram highlights why we use confectioner's powdered sugar instead of standard granulated sugar. On the left, granulated sugar has large crystals. A scavenger can easily pick those sweet crystals out and leave the poison behind. On the right, powdered sugar matches the exact micron-level texture of the borax, seamlessly blending together. Boric acid works on a biological delay. When a palmetto bug walks through this fine mixture, it doesn't die on contact. Instead, the dry dust clings to the tiny hairs on the bug's legs as it walks directly back to its hidden nesting area. When it eventually grooms itself, it ingests the mixture, taking out both itself and any surrounding pests exposed to the bait. When you are dealing with a population of peridomestic scavengers living in a woodpile, a slow-acting Trojan Horse mechanism will always eliminate more of the colony than a spray that kills a single bug instantly. Because this mixture must remain completely dry to work, you can't simply sprinkle it directly onto the dirt. You need a weatherproof delivery system to protect the payload. The ideal container is an old, small plastic food tub, like a sour cream container, fitted with a secure lid. This keeps rain, neighborhood pets, and local birds completely locked out of the borax mixture. To give the bugs access, you cut 2 or 3 dime-sized holes into the sides of the plastic. By cutting these doors exactly 1 inch up from the bottom edge, you create a physical lip that safely contains the powder inside, even if the tub gets nudged. You only need to spoon 1 to 2 tablespoons of the dry bait into the tub. A massive pile will just act as a physical roadblock. A thin, flat layer guarantees the insect will comfortably walk entirely through the dust. Now we apply the behavioral exploit. Palmetto bugs are thigmotactic, hardwired to crawl touching a wall or edge, avoiding open spaces. We exploit this by placing bait stations flush against dark foundation walls, exactly where they're programmed to walk. A perfectly blended batch of powdered sugar and borax won't catch a single insect if it's placed in the middle of a patio. The delivery system is useless unless deployed directly on those thigmotactic travel routes. There is exactly one vulnerability to this outdoor defense strategy: environmental moisture. Palmetto bugs are detritivores, meaning they prefer to eat decaying organic matter, but they won't touch a rock-hard block of sugar. If high humidity or heavy morning dew manages to seep into the tub, it will quickly bake the fine powder into a solid, unappealing paste. To prevent this, Check your bait stations every 1 to 2 weeks. If the powder has absorbed moisture and caked together, simply dump the solid block into the trash and drop in a fresh, perfectly dry batch. With regular, consistent maintenance, you establish a highly effective, continuous perimeter defense, working invisibly just outside your foundation. By identifying exactly where the insect prefers to travel and delivering a delayed reaction bait in a weatherproof housing, you can use basic household materials to construct a barrier that cuts off an invasion at the source.